Hi, I'm John Boquette, past president of the New England Newspaper and Press Association, coming to you live from the Zoom room here at the Newtown Bee, where I'm associate editor. We're giving out the New England Better Newspaper Competition Awards. And before we get started, I'd first like to apologize to any of the winners whose name I may have mispronounced. And secondly, we want to remind everybody that all categories in this section had multiple entries, but it is the judge's discretion to choose the number of awards given. So let's see who our winners are in the reporting and photography category in this first of two segments for these awards. For arts and entertainment reporting for weekly newspapers circulating up to 5,000, first place goes to Tommy Gardner at the Stowe Reporter. For arts and entertainment reporting for weekly newspapers circulating more than 5,000, the judges gave first place to the Staff at 7 Days. For arts and entertainment reporting in the specialty newspapers class, our top contender and winner is Victor Infante at Worcester Magazine. For arts and entertainment reporting for news services and online news services, the top place goes to Shira Schonenberg at Commonwealth Magazine. For arts and entertainment reporting for daily newspapers circulating up to 15,000, the winner is Dana Barbudo at the Patriot Ledger. For arts and entertainment reporting in the daily newspapers circulating more than 15,000, first place is going to Craig Seaman at the Telegram and Gazette. We're now into the photo category. For feature photo in the daily newspapers class circulating up to 15,000, first place goes to Carol Lawless at the Daily Hampshire Gazette. For feature photo in the daily newspapers class circulating more than 15,000, our first place winner is Rick Sinclair at the Telegram and Gazette. Feature photo for news services and online news sites, the judges gave first place to Yehyun Kim at the Connecticut Mirror. For feature photo in the weekly newspapers class, first place goes to David Sokol at the Beverly Citizen. For business and economic reporting, daily newspapers circulating up to 15,000, the judges gave first place to the Staff at the Greenfield Recorder. For business and economic reporting in the class for daily newspapers circulating over 15,000, our top winner is Grant Welker at the Lowell Sun. For business and economic reporting among our entries in the news services and online news sites class, our winner is the Staff at boston.com. For business and economic reporting in the specialty newspapers class, top honors goes to Bob Sanders at New Hampshire Business Review. For business and economic reporting, weekly newspapers circulating up to 5,000, the judges gave first place to David Kindy at Old Colony Memorial. For business and economic reporting in the class for weekly newspapers circulating over 5,000, first place goes to Noah Asamoah at the Vineyard Gazette. Now it's time for crime and courts reporting for the class daily newspapers circulating up to 15,000. Our judges gave the number one place to the Brockton Staff of the Enterprise. For crime and courts reporting daily newspapers circulating more than 15,000, number one goes to the Staff at the Republican American. For crime and courts reporting Among our news services and online news sites, the judges recognize Christopher Peak at the New Haven Independent, first place. For crime and courts reporting among our weekly newspaper entries, first place goes to John Flowers at the Addison County Independent. For best coverage of coronavirus in the daily newspaper class circulating up to 15,000, first place to Kiernan Dunlop at the Standard Times. For best coverage of coronavirus in the daily newspapers circulating more than 15,000, we've got a tie for first place. Congratulations to the staff at the Republican American in Waterbury, Connecticut, and the staff of the Day in New London. A first place tie. For best coverage of coronavirus among our news services and online news sites, judges say top winner goes to the staff of the Connecticut Mirror. For best coverage of the coronavirus among our specialty newspaper entries, the number one goes to Massachusetts Lawyers Weekly. For best coverage of coronavirus in the weekly newspapers class, top honors going to the staff at the Vineyard Gazette. And now it's time for the education reporting category. In the daily newspapers class, number one goes to Mary Whitfill at the Patriot Ledger. For education reporting among news services and online news sites, number one goes to Jacqueline Robb Thomas at the Connecticut Mirror. For education reporting in the weekly newspapers class, judges gave number one to Michael Kitch at the New Hampshire Business Review. Now back to photos. For news feature photo, daily newspapers circulating up to 15,000. The winner is, I think it's going to be Peter Pereira. Takes first, second, and third place in the news feature photo category. Congratulations, Peter. In the news feature photo category for daily newspapers circulating more than 15,000, our winner is David Lane at the New Hampshire Union Leader. For news feature photo among our weekly newspaper entries, the judges gave first place to Ray Ewing at the Vineyard Gazette. Now moving on to moving pictures. News video for daily newspapers, our top contender and winner, Peter Hoppe at the Day, first place. For environmental reporting in the daily newspapers class, judges gave number one to Jeanette Hinkle and Cesario Contreras at the Metro West Daily News. For environmental reporting in the weekly newspapers category circulating up to 5,000, number one goes to Paul Benson, Provincetown Independent. Congratulations. For environmental reporting in the weekly newspapers category circulating more than 5,000, the judges and the dogs here at the Newtown Bee give first place to Emma Cotton at the Addison County Independent. For a human interest feature story in the daily newspapers category circulating up to 15,000, top honors to Paul Cuno Booth at the Keene Sentinel. For human interest feature story in the daily newspaper category circulating more than 15,000, judges give top honors to Craig Seaman at the Telegram and Gazette. For human interest feature story among our news services and online news sites, first place to Mark Pazniokis, Paz at the Connecticut Mirror. In the human interest feature story for specialty newspapers class, first place to Craig Seaman at the Worcester Magazine. For human interest feature story in the weekly newspapers class circulating up to 5,000, first place goes to Rob Keener at the Stowe Reporter. Human interest feature story in the weekly newspapers class circulating more than 5,000. First place goes to Noah Asimo at the Vineyard Gazette. Now for feature video in the daily newspapers class circulating up to 15,000. First place to Christopher Ratter at the Brattleboro Reformer. Feature video in the daily newspaper class circulating over 15,000. Judges give number one to Peter Hoppy at the Day. For feature video in the daily newspapers class circulating more than 15,000. Number one, first place to 7 Days and Eva Solberger. Congratulations, Eva. And that is all for this segment of our awards. Congratulations to all of our winners.